How is it going, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. Today, step number 6 on detailing the car, getting her ready for the show. What is that going to be? Yep, the plastic. So stay tuned, we'll get right back to it.
In her heart there's a hole, there's a black mark on her soul. In her hands is my heart, and she won't let go till it's scarred. Try to breathe but I can't, cause the air she breathes.
Now what we're going to be using is Adam's VRT. When needed, a toothbrush getting the small areas, and a couple of rags for applying, taking off, and of course a sponge. We get you turned around here so you can see what's going on. Now with this being a car that sits outside all the time, it catches a lot of dust. You can see in all these little nooks and crannies. I now have to go along and clean that out. So I get to each and every one of these just like this. Now I won't be able to get it all, but I'll be able to get most of it. Then next time I wash the car real good, I will get this good and soaking wet and let it soak, spray some good cleaner on it, and hit it with a brush. But as you can see, it doesn't take but just a minute. It's more monotonous than anything to get in there. But to really get back in the back corners, I'm going to have to use a brush. And this one isn't long enough, so I'm going to have to get out the detail brush. Man, I can work with it. But this is what I'm going to be doing for the next few minutes. And I'll bring you guys back and show you how we apply it. Now again, this is what we're going to be using. VRT by Adams. Vinyl, rubber and trim. And this is not a restore, it's just a dressing to try to dress this up a little bit. I've already cleaned this and everything, so all we got to do is just wipe it off, make sure there's no leftover dirt or residue. I'll have to take care of this better next time I wash it. I'm going to have to get in there with Q-tips and some good cleaner and everything. But this will be good enough for what we're doing, our purposes and everything. Just getting her ready for the show. We're going to be using a toothbrush to get in there, apply it to there, and then the flat surfaces we're going to be using a sponge and or a rag, whichever works best. I just rinsed this out, so it's a little bit wet, but that's no big deal because this is a water-based product anyway. All you're going to do is shake it up really well, and it doesn't take a bunch. It really doesn't. I'm going to put a good bit to start, just because, like I said, I rinsed it out and it's wet. But just put some on your applicator. And try to go the same direction, because trust me, I have learned from experience, if you don't, if anything shows up, a drying streak or anything, you'll be able to tell it. And I've never used Adams before. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube that have. That's why I've been wanting to try it. And a great channel supporter, his name is Steve. He and his son do a lot of car repair videos, a lot of car show videos. But his YouTube channel is Uzulu Garage. I'll post a link to his channel in the description below. And he saw that I'd been wanting to try this, so out of the kindness of his heart, he had some shipped to me. Can you believe that? Amazing what people will do for you. Really nice people out there in the world. Just when you lose faith in people, somebody like Steve does something like that, and it's like, wow. But I like to apply it in the same general direction, you know, as in other words, I don't want to do that and then go back and forth, because, like I said, if anything gets on it, if it leaves any drying marks or anything like that, you'll see it. It'll show up because you're going different directions. Although I don't think this stuff will. because I mean, there's a lot of people that really like this product. But this is all there is to it. I mean, just applying it like I'm doing. You see a spot that looks a little drier than there is, come back and hit it again. You don't have to be in a hurry because this is a therapeutic thing anyway, sitting out enjoying the last little bit of sunlight of the day before you have to go in for night. But I'm like, look at how much darker and richer that already looks. I am very amazed at how well this product goes on and how quickly it starts working to where you can actually tell a difference. Let me get you over here so you can see the part I hadn't done. Oh, hold on, a little bit of noise. Alright, as you can see, I'm going to get out of sunlight. I've done this, I haven't done that. This is just where I cleaned it. And truth be told, I tried another product. The VRT, I sprayed it on yesterday and then it rained. And when it rained, it didn't stay on, it kind of washed off. So that's what you see there. And I was really wanting to try this Adams anyway, so that's what we're doing out here, putting the Adams on. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me do the whole thing. I just wanted to show you how easy. Look at that, it's already gone. I wanted to show you how easy it was, how easy it is. Now, like I said, make you watch me do the whole thing. I'll show you how I do this, and if you look right around the exhaust, there's no way to get that applicator in there, so I'm going to have to take a rag, put it on my finger, like so, and put some VRT on there, and then go around it. Just like so. Because there's no other way to get in there. But you be just as thorough with the rag as you did. It might take a little bit more. But you be just as thorough with it as you are the applicator. And just after that, let me show you. Hold on. But there's the side we just did. As you can see, there's around the exhaust. You come over here, there's a section that we did, section we haven't done, and then you can see the exhaust. Around the exhaust, how it looks, all dirty and white and everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that and get this whole section taken care of, and then I'll come back and show you how I'm gonna do this, and then we'll go up front. Okie dokie. As you can see, I've gotten this whole thing across here. It looks really, really good. I am very impressed with the product. Cannot complain about it at all. It went on as easy as promised. It looks as good as promised. I am thoroughly impressed with it. Now, to get up here and all this, there's no way in the world we could do it with the rag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean toothbrush and put some of it on it, and then just go in and rub it in. I thought about putting it in a spray bottle and mixing it with water, but with this, the show being tomorrow, I didn't want to run the risk of something happening and it not doing like I wanted it to do. So I'm just going to do it like this because I know this will work. Yes, it'll be a little time consuming, but oh well. I'm just going to do it this way for right now. Next time I'll try putting it in a spray bottle. Maybe mixing it 2-to-1 or 3-to-1, something like that. Just to see if it'll work. Not recommended to use it that way by no means. But when do I ever do anything I'm recommended to do? But this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and finish the back section up, and I'll show you how it looks when I'm done. This is exactly how I'm going to do it, and we'll be right back in just a minute. Alright, there we go. As you can see, I just got finished. You can see a little bit of residue, but that's what it's going to look like over there when it all dries. Look at how good, dark, and rich and black that now looks. What a difference. Now let's get on to the trim and then the front bumpers. Alright, as you can see, these are kind of dried out looking also. I'm going to hit all of this stuff all the way around the windows. I'm going to get up here, and then we got to do the front bumpers, which I mean the front plastic grill insert, which is going to be a doozy. And I've got to get in here also with some water and rag, get all that cleaned. But let's get on with this. Alright, just like before, I'm going to do the three main things that I'm going to be using is a rag, the applicator, and the toothbrush when needed. And I need to open it. Actually roll my windows down, make it a little easier.
Change styles, sleep up pajamas, and have built-in sensors, and you can upload that to YouTube and see if you get all those unlocked.
Cold as ice and a heart made of stone, but she keeps me alive. She's the beast in my bones. She gets everything she wants when she gets me alone, like it's nothing. She got two little horns and they give me a little She got two little horns and they give me a little She's a fire in the sand, and I burn breathing her in. Now it's love suicide, and I'll sell my soul for the high. Truth be told, I don't mind, 'cause her hair's my paradise. She can crush every hole, got her heels stomping down my throat. She got blood cold as ice and a heart made of stone, but she keeps me alive. She's the beast in my bones. She gets everything she wants.
And as you can see, the trim around this already looks so much better. I am really amazed. Now it's supposed to rain again. Yeah, look at that sky. It's supposed to rain again after a while. Thunderstorms, we had them for 3 nights straight ever since I polished and waxed this, and never ever fails. But look at how much better that trim looks compared to what it did. So I'm not going to make you watch me do the other side and around the top, because that's how it's going to look. I'll bring you back in just a minute when we're at the front of the car. As before, here we are at the front of the car. Wipe everything down. It's washed and everything. You just always want to wipe it down, make sure you don't have a bunch of lint or dust or anything. You're sitting here fixing to rub in and put in the dressing, because you don't want it to be stuck in your dressing. As you can see, I've got some white specks from where I waxed it, or it's either the wax or the polish, but it's too late to do anything about it right now, so we'll take care of it next time. But we're going to be getting this, and we're going to be getting this. And as you can see, there's dirt and stuff on this from the rainstorm that we had last night. So just wipe all that off. And it only takes a second, you know, guys. Rather than sitting here and just throwing the stuff on there, just take a second and get it right, you know. I know I'm not doing it perfect. Like I said, there's white specks, but there's really nothing I can do about that. But a little bit of dust and water spots I can take off just like that, you know. So just take a few extra seconds, wipe everything off. Doesn't take that much time. And then we'll be putting the product on. Let me get you set up. Whoa! Alright, there we go. Got you in the picture. Everything you need to see. For the big areas, we can use the sponge like we was earlier, you know. for smaller areas, we may have to use a toothbrush. We may have to use a Q-tip. Who knows? We'll work it out when we get there. But I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I never have, never will. I just got done taking me a sandwich break for dinner. So, first thing you do when you start any project back up, shake it up. Now I'm gonna start in the biggest section and work my way out. So I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm gonna try to turn it in. Hope you can. A little bit of dirt on the sponge, get that off. A little bit of product. And just start applying it. Just like you did in the back. Now I can already see a huge difference between that and that. Now I know this is wet, but it dries really, really quick. Like at the rear bumper section back there that we just did. I've went back and looked at that already a couple times. Man, what a difference. What a difference it made indeed. And the cool thing about the Adams product is, if you get it on your paint or your glass, it wipes right off. It doesn't make a mess on it or anything like that. I think I'm actually going to come back and get those with the rag. A little bit more product. And you can see I'm not using much per section. That's all I'm using. And you just work it in real good. Now, like I said, it is supposed to rain after a while. So, and they've been right every day so far this week. It's rained every freaking day since I waxed my car. It wasn't supposed to rain but Tuesday and Wednesday. And then it rained every day. So what I'm going to do is I will get me a container and put me some product with me in it that I'm going to take with me. I'll take the sponge, I'll take the Adams, I'll take the tire dressing, I'll take the Speed Shine from Griot's. Because, you know, if it rains overnight, I'm going to have dust and water spots and stuff on the top. And the Speed Shine will get all that off without me having to wash the whole car again. It won't scratch it. You know, it's actually got lubricants in it. And it'll just make cleaning the car back to the way it was a lot better. But that's why you always see a big batch of stuff behind or in people's cars whenever you go to car shows, because they take it with them because they have to touch stuff up. Like my tires don't have anything on them at all right this second, and they won't have anything on them until I get to the car show. And then I'm going to take and use the Dyno Wax tire dressing. I really like that stuff. It goes on super easy. It doesn't last as long as some of the others. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't last as long as some of the others, but it does last. But the cool thing about it is it doesn't have that real strong shine, and it goes on super easy. It has a more of a matte finish, which is, you know, I really like the way that looks. And as you do this, you can look inside here and see, let me show you, that even though I was using an applicator, you can see dark and light. So what I'm going to do is put some of that on my brush and go in and get those corners. And then I'll come back and get along the front. But you can already see from that to that, the difference. Look at that. Wow. Alright, just a little bit on the toothbrush. Go in and get those corners. Doesn't take much to get a whole row of them. Alright. Just go in and get it like that. Another dab for the bottom row. And I tried working it in really good with the sponge, but you know how it is. You just can't get every little nook and cranny. It's impossible. I'm going to hit that real good because of those cracks from that bow tie delete. Make sure I get some in there. Then I'm going to do is take this well-used rag that I've been using for this whole process, dab on the finger, and then go back and get those fronts. And it's these small things. I know that I've posted several videos, you know, on how to get this car ready for the car show. And you might not be going to a car show or anything like that yourself, but here's the thing. It doesn't matter. These are all tips that all of you can use, even on just a daily driven car, you know. You want to clean your car up real good for the weekend, take your sweetie out on a date or whatever, there you go. This is taking no time to do all this. The part that took the longest was the polishing and waxing, of course. But that's to be expected. And if I wasn't dealing with the camera and everything, I could have polished that whole car in under an hour, had it waxed in under 30 minutes, easily, and been done. But because I was doing the video, it took me like 2.5, 3 hours. But that's no big deal, you know. I'm sitting here doing this for me, of course, you know, make my car look better. And as I'm doing it, I thought if I did do a video, trying to get my thoughts straight, then there might be something that, you know, you guys might see that you like and maybe want to try. So that's why I did the video. I didn't have to do a video. There's thousands of videos out there on how to wax a car, how to polish a car and everything. You know, but this is it's just a little bit different because I'm actually showing you some of the processes you can do to get your car ready for a show, as well as the daily protecting and everything, like from the waxing and whatnot. So it's a multifaceted reason as to why I'm doing the videos. Like I said, mainly to get my car ready, but to also help you guys in case, you know, everybody does stuff different. Another Mustang. Yeah. Every afternoon that fella comes by doing that. I'm like, dude, it's just a Mustang. Come on. Yeah, but it does sound good. I will give him that. It sounds really good. Still just a Mustang though. Dime a dozen. But there we go. Let me get you up here and show you the non-done side and the finished side. Look at how good that looks. I know there's a little bit of excess right there, but it'll dry and you'll never see it. Or I can go back and wipe it off. Same as there. But as you can see, what a difference. I mean, I can sit right here and tell the difference. Now I'm going to go ahead and get that, the other side of this, and then I'll be back and show you how to do this. Alright, there we go. Got all that finished. Look at that. Man, that looks really good. I am really liking this product, Steve. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to get that, and the way I'm going to get that is with the toothbrush. I'm just going to come in. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pour some on it. Get it laid on the ground. Got a mess down here. Just going to take and put some on it, not a bunch. Don't need a bunch. And then do like everything else I've done. Just get up there and work it in. Nice and slow. Try to be sure to get in the cracks real good. And that ain't working quite as good as I want. So here, let's use a Q-tip. Get a Q-tip. Wet it down. Stick it in the groove. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. And get all the way back in the back. I'm not scrubbing on the paint, not scrubbing on the plastic. And now the lighting is starting to suck out here, guys, and I'm sorry about that. It's getting late in the day because I just got home from work when I started this video. Now I'll take the rag and hit that real good with a little bit of extra product on it. So you guys have to forgive me about that. Like I said, it's been raining, so look at that. Done side, not done side. immediate, complete difference. Wow, I am very happy with this stuff. Can't say that enough, Steve. I really do appreciate it, buddy. I am so tickled with the way this is coming out. I know it's not going to last me because this is an outside car and everything, and I'm okay with that. I am. But getting it ready for the show and everything. Now, I know if I had a garage and everything, and I've got plans for it, that it wouldn't really matter because it wouldn't be outside in the elements. I'm going to have to get a wet rag and hit that because you can see where I got some on the finish. But as you can see, it wipes right off. This is just a lightly damp cloth. But I'm going to get an actual wet cloth and come back and get that because I don't want to scratch it after doing all that work. But for now, let's get this down here. Alright, the way I'm going to get this, let's see. Sponge will get all the front. So let's put a little bit on that. Sponge will get all of the front area and some of the other. So we'll get all we can with that. Now we're just going to take toothbrush. I use toothbrush for everything, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. I use it for everything. I mean, that's the really only way I could do it outside of putting it on a rag. And if I put it on a rag, it's going to get all over the car. There just won't be any way around it. So if by using a toothbrush, I have a little bit more control. And I can just come back and wipe off the excess that I do get on the car. But it doesn't take that long using a toothbrush, it really doesn't. And if you have too much in one area, it's not that big of a deal, and I'll show you. I gotta just come back and catch it with the brush and carry it on down the line. Just use the brush till the brush gets a little dry. And then just take it on down the line. And then you're just going to have to figure out if you're going to go down and back and down and back, or you're going to do like a grid pattern where you get some and then come back and get more and then kind of square it off. Me, I'm just going to kind of square it off. See, I know I've gotten to there, now I've gotten to there. Then I can start this way and work back. Get too much, like I said, go pick up some more off of where you need to. Bring it back down. Now that whole half right there is done. Well, that whole quarter is done. Now we can move on that. But you can see the difference from there to there. Night and day difference. So now let's just keep on moving down. Like I said, you work it. I know a toothbrush is slinging it on my paint. But that's just the price I'm going to have to pay. I have to come back with a damp or wet rag and get it. But whenever you are using it, use your brush till it gets dry. Come back and pick up some of the excess and just move it on down the line. That's all you got to do. Another dab. Like I said, I was going to just tape this off and mix some in a bottle and spray it on to see how it was going to do. But with the show being tomorrow, like I said, today's Friday afternoon. With the show being tomorrow, I didn't want to take the risk of maybe not working right and leaving some kind of residue, which I highly doubt it would have. But I didn't want to take that chance because then I'd have to try to figure out some kind of way to clean it. And I'd be rushing to do all that. And I know I'm just slopping it on here, but I've got to. The daylight's going down quick. And I'm trying to do this video and a swarm of mosquitoes. And that's the cool thing about this Adams product. It doesn't matter if you get it on your paint. Now don't slop it on your paint, I'm not saying that. But if you get some splatter like I'm getting from the toothbrush, whenever I do something like that, come back with a damp cloth. And everybody says you can do it with a dry cloth, but I'm not going to do that because, like I said, I just waxed it and polished it, and I don't want to get swirls and stuff right back in my paint, or maybe scratches or anything. So but there's that. Now let me show you. There's the coated side, and there's the non-coated side. You can see the difference right there. Night and day difference, and that's how it looks when it's dry too. I know this is wet right now, but that is exactly how it looks when it's dry. So I'm going to go ahead and get this half, then I'm going to come back and wipe everything down, and I'll give you some finishing shots and thoughts. All right, I am all done. Quick look. Is that quick enough? Now I am going to tell you what, all you guys that have been using this stuff for a while and everything, I feel so left out. I've tried other things, you know. I try to shop locally to support my local community and everything. Now I know when I do that, the bigger businesses share the money in other counties, other states and everything, like AutoZone and all that. I understand that, but still they pay taxes in my local area, so that's why I do it. Excuse me. Now with all that said, I am so glad that Steve, once again, I thank you so very much for sending this to me. I really do, really like it. I have a new favorite. I will from now on use this. It is my main go-to dressing. I'm not going to put it on the tires yet. I want to use the other stuff for the tires that Nasty 2SS sent me, and because I really like it. And I'm going to save this for the plastics and everything. But I tell you what, I envy you guys that have been using it for a while. It goes on super easy. Makes such an immediate difference. It dries. There's no oily feel to it. And they make another product just like it. It's called In and Out Spray. It's an aerosol. It's basically the same thing. Lost my train of thought. But Steve, again, I thank you very much for sending this to me. I am very envious of all of you guys that have been using this for a while. It goes on super easy. It comes off super easy if you get it on anything. It works really well. It protects really well so far. But it makes such a huge difference in the color of the plastic itself. Now I know it's not going to last. Like if I come out here and wash my car a couple of times, I'll have to recoat it. I understand that. That's no big deal. But with all that said, I just want to show you guys this tip. Show you that it does work as everybody says it does. It does work as promised. It makes a huge, huge difference. So without further ado, thank you guys so very much. I really do appreciate it. Now you get out there and enjoy your car, and let's see how it turned out. By the way, you guys was gonna let me screw up. You forgot to remind me about fog light bezels. Dang it, but I got them. See you next one.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around.
Alright, here's me a kit that I got to put together. Got the Adams VRT, the Griot's Glass Aerosol Cleaner. Super, super great, never streaks. The Speed Shines, in case there's any dust or water spots on the car when I get there. And the Dyno Wax Tire Dressing, with a couple rags for cleaning the glass. Got the applicator for the VRT, the really soft microfiber for the Speed Shine, and a couple rags for other dressings if needed.